8 races across 4 groups have given us our finalists, 8 of them to compete for the Freak Marbles Championship on what has been a fantastically entertaining sand hill. But who comes out on top today? Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. This a slightly different format than what we have seen before. Rather than 6 marbles in each of the qualifiers, we've got 8 finalists and points from 10 down to 1. DNFs give you 0. And instead of 2 qualifying rounds to reach the final, the finalists will have 3 races to build their points and win the overall Freak Marbles Championship. Our competitors begin with Botbox, Phantasma, Flame Fighter, Fury, Golem, Jelle, Johnny the Bull, and last but not least, Peapod. Each one of those 8 have had to overcome challenges to get to this point, and we've got yet another hurdle for them to overcome because it is raining for the first time under rain conditions after a tournament that has been fraught with less than ideal sand conditions. And underway right now, Golem drifts by to the lead. Jelle close behind. Peapod had the lead coming out of the gate, but is falling back, now battling with Johnny the Bull and going backwards. Golem stretching that lead. Here comes Johnny the Bull fighting. Back and forth they go. A bit of contact there, and Golem's lead is coming down. You can see the conditions are worsening as Johnny gets by into second place. You can hear the raindrops falling on this sand. Now looking a little farther back. There's Flame Fire. Oh, Peapod goes around the outside, almost cuts the corner, and gets 2 positions there, and is now trying to keep them. Golem's lead is stretching. Heading down into the final part of this course, look at the crowd on hand to watch. Peapod is falling backwards, now behind Phantasma, but gets the spot back. Seesawing back and forth. Fury is well off the back of the pack. And who else do we have back there? Botbox, I believe, is also in the mix. But nobody is touching Golem right now. It's Golem and Johnny the Bull. Here comes Phantasma. Contact with the Bull. Finish line for Golem. Very close for second place. But Johnny will get by. That was a fun race. Here at the start, everybody's so very close, but Golem took that lead and began to stretch it. Here's this battle with Phantasma and Peapod. Third in line, goes to first. You have to take risks if you want to be a Freak Marble champion. Boy, the crowd have been wonderful, sitting in these conditions at absolutely full throat. And after last week, if you heard my voice back then, I can appreciate that now. Here is the race 1 result with Golem at the front, Johnny the Bull, Phantasma, and Botbox. Flame Fighter comes in 8th, just behind Peapod. Everybody getting points in this one, no DNFs despite the challenging conditions. But will that stay true for the second race? In the meantime, officials have been out on the course shoring things up as the rain has continued in between the showers. They've tried to patch areas. Now will things come out in race number 2? We are off. Jelle at the front, leading once again. Golem up there in a strong second place. Peapod is trying to make amends and trying to get by into that podium position here in race number 2. Johnny the Bull is a lot farther back. Fury is also well off the back of the pack for what we see it right now. Jelle from Group C with the lead right now. Golem has fallen back to 3rd spot. Peapod going very wide. You can see these marbles taking different lines through parts of this course. I think they're just trying to figure out with these conditions what is going to work best. Back in the middle of the pack, Gollum may have lost another spot. Yes, indeed. Slowing to a crawl in some parts. Here we take a look. Once again, trying to weave to those different areas. You can see the raindrops where they have compacted the sand. That is actually faster on wet sand because it is compacted. So you'll see the marbles trying to veer for wetter patches to try to get that speed boost. Farther down the course, it is still Jelle out in front. This would be a nice points haul of 10. With the finish line coming inside at this long straightaway, across the line, Gollum is going to pick up second place. And that is really setting the tone. Gollum trying to get maximum points. Won the first race, second in the second race. A little bit of consistency. This could be Gollum's to lose at this point. If we take a look at how we arrived in this position. Lots of jockeying early on. These marbles, I think, quickly realized because of the variable conditions, you have to keep your stamina up all the way to the end. How will that change strategies in the final race? Looking at the finish line camera as our top 4 come across. Big gap back. 5th, 6th, 7th. Oh, did we have a DNF in this one? Perhaps I just miscounted. No, Phantasma did make it to the end. Does get 1 point, but congratulations, Jelle and Gollum. Flame Fighter coming through in 3rd spot. Peapod and Botbox. The Bull fell back to 6th. So the standings, after 2 races, Gollum leads by 4 points. At this point, only the top 4 can mathematically win the championship. 10 on offer for a victory. Peapod with 7 would not be able to eclipse Gollum's 18, even with a DNF. So the top 4, how will they take to this course, and have the conditions improved at all, or has the rain gotten heavier? Oh, it has definitely gotten heavier. You can see it on the starting gate, and we are off. Fury briefly took the lead, but has now fallen back. Jelle goes to the front. Peapod hanging around in 2nd place. The conditions are notably worse. Now, this can be a speed boost in places, but it also makes this track and the walls very treacherous. Everybody is struggling, it seems like, except Jelle, who is well off the screen right now. Fury goes into 2nd place. There was a challenge. Flame Fighter trying to come up there. Botbox as well. Peapod. But Jelle stretching off into the lead. Oh, we've got a DNF. Botbox is out. That was one of the 4 championship contenders, and that marble will not win. You'll see them taking risks, and it is just the perfect storm right now, with the rainstorm and with the mounting pressure. How will Jelle handle it up front? Does that marble know how big this lead is? We take a look at Peapod fighting with Flame Fighter. These two going under the bridge for the final time. The crowd giving them a rousing send-off. Flame Fighter trying to get up there to P2. Jelle at the point. Under the stick. Gollum, we see right now, mired in the middle of the pack. Gollum has to get going, but is running out of time. Across the line, Jelle wins the race, and by my calculations, has won the Freak Marble Tournament. We'll wait for the official timing and scoring, depending on if there are any protests that have been filed or any other incidents that we have yet to see on screen. But it looks like Jelle cruised to a commanding win. These conditions were ripe for something amazing happening. Jelle in front of Flame Fighter, Peapod in 3rd, Johnny the Bull, and Gollum just 4 points back there in 5th. That is not enough to hold on to what was the top spot in the standings. Jelle, who was, I believe, just 4 points back. Oh, and we did actually have another DNF. Phantasma did not make it to the bottom, but Jelle wins the championship by 2 points over Gollum. Flame Fighter did his best to get to P3. Johnny the Bull gets him by just 1 point. Jelle, 2 wins, is the champion of Freak Marbles, possibly getting some power from the 1 ring. Who knows? Did your marble make it onto the podium, or perhaps was there more work to do? Either way, this was an entertaining set of races. We are thrilled that you were here with us for all of them, and we hope that you will stay tuned for more in the future. Don't forget, check out Freak Marbles.